So the next topic is deadlock detection. If suppose by any case there is a deadlock, then how we are going to detect that deadlock, right? For that purpose I am going to use the technique that is called as wait for graph. Wait for graph. Wait for graph. What do you mean by this wait for graph? If I am having a wait for graph indicated by G is equals to V comma E, where V indicates the number of vertices, that V indicates the number of the V indicates the vertices in terms of nodes, right? This V indicates in the nodes which are describing the transactions. This V is nothing but this V indicates the transactions, and this edges indicates the edges, directed edges. Okay, and there will be an edge from transaction Ti to transaction Tj. When there will be an edge, from transaction Ti to Tj when the transaction Ti, when this transaction Ti is waiting, for the data item, which is currently held by transaction Tj. The transaction Ti, there is a edge from transaction Ti to Tj. There is an edge between transaction Ti to Tj. When there will be an edge from transaction Ti to Tj, if transaction Ti is asking for the data item which is currently held by transaction Tj, then there will be an edge. Okay, that is called as the wait for graph. Okay, done. Now if I am giving you an example, I am having here transactions. Suppose I am having here transactions, then I am having here the data items, and here I am having the locking mode, which type of lock which I am going to apply. Okay, so now if I am saying I am having the first transaction as T1, I am having the another transaction as T2, I am having the another transaction as T3. Okay, these many transactions I am having. Okay, now this transaction T1 is using a data item A, this transaction T2 is using a data item A and B, and this transaction T3 is using a data item C. Okay, now I can't tell you in terms of what I can say, in terms of transaction directly, I can't write that. But if I am using this transaction T1 is using data item A, transaction T2 is using the data item B, A and B, and transaction T3 is using a data item C. Okay, now you can see this transaction T1 is using a data item in a shared lock, that is nothing but lock S. This transaction T2 is using a data item A in exclusive lock, in lock X, right? And this transaction T, okay, let me do one thing because I will be requiring this space here. Here I am having transaction T3, here I am using data item A, here I am using data item A and B, here I am using data item C. Okay, now this particular data item A I am using in a shared lock, this I am using in exclusive lock, or I can say lock X. This also I am using in an exclusive lock, so lock X, and this I am using in shared lock again, so lock S. Okay, so these two are nothing but my exclusive locks. These two are nothing but my exclusive lock. This is the shared lock and this is the shared lock. These two are the shared locks. Okay, so now how we are going to draw the what I can say, the data, the wait for graph depending on this scenario. I am having transaction T1, T2 and T3, so I will draw that. I am having transaction T1, I am having transaction T2 and I am having transaction T3. This in the wait for graph it indicates the nodes, so I have indicated the nodes transaction T1, T2 and T3. Now the edges we need to give. Now you can see here this transaction A, this transaction T1, not A, this transaction T1 is holding the data item A, right? Transaction T1 is holding the data item A in a shared lock, right? And this transaction T2 wants the same data item A but in an exclusive lock. So is it possible to give exclusive lock once the data item is shared in a shared lock? So unless and until this particular transaction T1 releases that lock, this transaction T2 will not be getting that particular data item, right? Means what? This particular transaction T2 is asking for the data item A which is currently held by transaction T1. So there will be an edge. This transaction T2 is asking for the data item, sorry, this transaction T2 is asking for the data item which is currently held by transaction T1. So there will be an edge. Which data item I am talking about? The data item A. Okay, then you can see here I am using data item B, but this data item B, this data item B, I want to have this particular transaction T2 is using data item B and this data item B is not held by anyone. So it will grant it. So there will be no, what I can say, there will be no problem in that case. Now, instead of B, what I will do, I will take here, instead of C, I will take here B. I will take here B. Okay, now. So T2 is holding the T2 is holding the data item B in a exclusive lock, and the transaction T3 is asking the same data item B in a shared lock. Now you know already that in exclusive lock only one transaction is allowed to lock that particular data item. No other data item is allowed to use that particular data item B. But T3 is waiting for B, right, which is currently held by T2. So you can see there will be this transaction T3 is waiting, this transaction T3 is waiting for transaction T2. Which particular data item T3 want? T3 want B, data item B which is currently held by T2. Okay, so in that case if I am getting a cycle here, right, if I am getting a cycle here, then there will be a deadlock, right? For example, if I am saying T2 wants the data item A which is currently held by T1, T1 wants the data item C, T1 want the data item C which is currently held by T3, and T3 want the data item B which is currently held by B. So you can see there is a cycle. You can see there is a cycle. So in that case, if there is a cycle, so there will be a deadlock. Sorry. If there is a cycle, it means what? There is a deadlock. So the deadlock will get detected. Now in that case, whatever the example I have given you, here there is no deadlock. In this scenario there is no deadlock, but I am telling you extensively that if such situation occurs, then there is a chance, then there is a deadlock, then there is a deadlock detected. Okay, so this is all about the deadlock detection. Okay, hope so you people have got it, whatever I have tried to tell you. If you are having any doubt, you can tell me. Yes, is there any doubt? Is there any doubt?